Howdy do YouTube, Asakara here with my first gameplay commentary. Well, it won't really be a commentary this one. It's more analyzing and to give my thinking behind the new lane that we've been trying out. So who am I and who are we, should I maybe say, because me and Templeman are pre-mates and we've been doing these things before. We've been doing, for example, the Blitzcrank Heimerdinger bot lane. We have been doing Pantheon and Leona and such things before. So Templeman is one of my friends in real life. We're playing quite a lot together. Not only League of Legends. And I myself, Asakara, I'm a Bronze 1 support main. I'm currently climbing the ladder, and I'm climbing rather quickly considering my health and internet connection that rarely allow me to play ranked games the way I want to. But if you're interested in more of my gameplays, maybe if you're interested in watching some of my streams, I'm streaming all my ranked games. Then please be sure to check that out. If I don't forget, I will be having the link to my Twitch in the description. At this point, we don't really know how strong. We don't really know how strong we are. We know that we're quite strong, considering we really ruined the entire game for Ashe and whoever it was we faced last game. But that, I mean, we won that game so clean, so easy, that I don't want to show off that game. Sure, it would really show how strong this lane is, but that's not really the point. The point about this video and the reason I'm showing off the idea is because we think it's maybe one of the strongest bot lanes to carry, especially in low elo solo queue. Just a quick shout out, this is not actual ranked gameplay. This is just a normal game that we played, since my friend is playing only second game on Quinn, and I personally never duo in ranked, since I want the climb to be a solo achievement. But we realized the potential when we first spoke about this lane, especially since I'm playing Leona a bit differently than most. But after a first game, and even now after a second game, we realized that the potential was probably stronger than we first thought. Aside from showing how we play this lane, it may also give support players a new insight on how to support. Unfortunately, many of the support seem to think that you are bound to your AD carry. You're just a slave to your AD carry. You're just a babysitter, whatever. You're supposed to do everything the AD carry wants. You're supposed to be there for him all the time. That's not the case. Sure, you want to keep your AD carry fed. You want to protect him. But the main thing about playing support, if your AD carry is not good, remember that there are other carries that can carry the game for you. So be sure to carry those carries as well. For example, the mid lane is always a good thing. If you can carry your mid lane, especially if your AD carry is not good, that's great. That's another way to win the game. Feed those that you think have the potential to carry. However, the thing is with this lane, it's going to be slightly different. Instead of trying to feed your AD carry and your mid laner, you're going to feed your AD carry and have help from your AD carry to feed the mid lane. At this point we are down. As you can see, we're down in kills, we're down in gold. It's not a big gold lead right now, but our top lane is losing to the Pantheon. I think we're losing the jungle matchup, and if I'm not mistaken, we're also slightly behind in the mid lane right now. So this is what we're looking for. This is what we're looking for with this lane. We're looking for the roams. I will go more deeply into why I'm playing Leona when I'm playing this playstyle. But this is what the lane is all about. This roam. We want to roam to mid lane. We want to help feed the mid lane as much as possible. Unfortunately, our mid laner is not really... He's not really there when we're coming in. It's unfortunate. That happens. Just go back. Just go back to your lane. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing, basically. So yeah, why exactly do I play Leona? Why Leona together with Quinn? Well, the reason we got this idea is because of someone named Zack Attack. You might have heard of him. He has been streaming on twitch.tv. He has made a Leona guide, and that Leona guide is basically the fundamental behind this entire idea. He also has a YouTube channel. I will link in the description if I don't forget. So you can go and check out some of his videos. He doesn't post much, but he might be worth checking out if you want to learn some tips and tricks on Leona. And it was all thanks to him watching his streams that I came to realize the potential that this build has, and this has always been my go-to Leona, my go-to way of playing Leona every time. So we're going to have a look on the runes and the mastery setup. Let's just see if something's going to happen here. I think we might be getting a kill here, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not. We'll see. If something happens, we can always run. Oh wait, we're going in. We're going in. No, we're not. All right. So to start off, we have the runes. For the runes, I'm going. What are they called again? I'm going with the armor reds. I'm going with health yellows and 4 flat blues. And 4 flat blues of magic resistance and 5 scaling blues of magic resistance. And I'm going the quintessences of movement speed. For the masteries, I'm going a 0812 page. Let's change that up to the mastery section. With the important picks here being Wanderer, Merciless, Dangerous Game, Thunderlord's Decree, Explorer, and Insight. Let's see, now things are going on here. My bad. Let's see here. I'm so sorry for that. As I said, I suck at video editing, so I'm using my recording software to work out all these things, but I'm not used to doing this, so I might be messing up a bit. Let's see, they're trying to take my ward, and as all supports know, ward lives matter, so I try to protect it. And since we're stronger, we're actually getting the kill off here. Gragas is coming in. Ruins the play for us, unfortunately, but that's life. I think we're both down here. Alright. Yeah, I survive, and I think we're turning it around when Sejuani and Syndra is coming in. They kind of overstay their welcome, so to say. See, I'm flashing out, Syndra gets the kill on Katarina with the ultimate. Everything is just mwah at this point. So going back to the masteries. As I said, 0, 18, 12, and the pick we might want to have a little look at here is the Insight mastery. And in this game you won't see why I usually go with Insight, because we're not tryharding at any capacity, we're just playing it carefully. Yeah, right, carefully. That's not what we're doing. But we're playing it... we're playing just for fun right now. But normally, the reason I want Insight is when you roam mid lane, or maybe even bot lane if you're getting a gank or something, you want to do the flash Q play. If you're doing a flash Q play, that means you still have your E up. So you go in with, you run in, you have a lot of movement speed, so you might be able to just catch them off guard with your movement speed and go in and Q directly. You may go in and try to Q and force a flash, and then you still have your E up. That's very important, you still have your E up after you're getting the Q stun. So you can still hunt down the enemy, maybe get the W kill, whatever may happen. Everything just... I don't know, I just prefer to go in with Q first and not engage with my E. I feel like my E is much better to keep them rooted after the stun, or to hunt them down after a potential flash or whatever. With Insight, you know that in almost all cases your flash will be back up before the enemy's flash is. So when your flash is back up, you can go mid lane and you can do your flash play again without having to risk the enemy flashing away. Very simple, very important thing to remember when you're doing this. So back into the item build. There are 3 core items when you're playing Leona this way. One thing you always want to do is rushing movie boots. I'm always rushing movie boots. And that is to start getting this snowball as early as possible. Not only in this Quinn+Leona matchup, but in all matchups where you play Leona. If you have your movie boots, it means you can faster run mid lane. And I always get this before sidestone, unless we're getting destroyed in the bot lane. If we're getting destroyed bot lane, then sidestone is a better pick. You don't want to get ganked, or if you are, you want to know that you're getting ganked, so you can run back. That's just... I mean, that's basic math. If you see the enemy farther away, you know they'll be coming and you have more time to escape, basically. But otherwise, I'm always going for the movie boots. The next core item, besides Sightstone and Moby Boots, is your Deadman's Plate. Deadman's Plate allows you to run a lot faster. It allows you to deal more damage with your first auto attack. When you do auto Q auto, that's a Thunderlord proc. You might not be able to do that. Just go in Q auto and then your E or your ultimate will grant you the Thunderlord proc instead. And that Thunderlord proc is really strong together with a Quinn that goes Thunderlord as well. That's just it's a double Thunderlord proc. Very bursty combination, and Quinn deals so much damage in the early game. Her entire kit bursts really well. So now that we have the reason why I play Leona out of the way, Why exactly do I think that Quinn is such a strong pick with a Leona? Well, many plays Quinn top lane, as you might know. That's where Quinn has been played the most. Due to her early damage and her being a ranged champion, it allows her to really dominate in the top lane and put a lot of pressure on her own lane. Only to at level 6 begin her roaming to snowball other lanes. Basically she plays a lot like Pantheon. This strength synergizes very well with Leona, who can easily lock down the enemy for the time Quinn needs for a nice combo and a nice burst. However, whether you are winning or losing your lane, as long as you can push it in, you can start roaming. And even if you're behind, 3 people mid lane should be enough to secure the kill, right? If you are 3 people, if you are a Leona, you are a Quinn, and in this case you are a Syndra, even if we would be much behind, my lockdown together with Syndra's damage, together with Quinn's damage, should be enough to get the kill. And so we can not start snowballing, but we can start getting our way back into the game by getting more and more kills by roaming. And if you're getting ahead in the lane phase, as I said, the first game we played, we got ahead really well, and the game just went out of hand. It got entirely out of hand. There was no way we could lose that game. We would have to throw much harder than we did this game to lose that. Oh, and right, I also have to... Let's see. Yeah, here we used our movement speed. We saw that the enemy jungler at least, were up in the area around Rift Herald, around top lane. So we went for the dragon, and then we just quickly went to the Rift Herald as soon as we could. And we secured the Rift Herald. I think our team might have been able to get it, but better safe than sorry. So always keep an eye on the map. Always know where the enemy is. If you don't know where the enemy is, don't go and make picks, especially when you don't have things warded. They might be there just waiting for you. You don't know. So better play it safe, and that's not what we're doing here. That's why we start throwing. But we're getting back into the game again. Even after that. So we're fine, and we end up winning. As you may have noticed from the gameplay, the enemy played very well early game. They had the lead early game. It was not a very big lead, but in bronze, maybe even silver, I don't know. I've not been in silver yet. But what I have noticed from being all the way down in bronze 5, where I started my season, to bronze 1, where I am now, the 2 kills Pantheon, the slightly feeded jungler would actually have been enough for my own team to tilt, some of them to demand a surrender at 15 or 20 minutes. But so, I mean, just try to keep them calm, try to keep them play more defensively until you can start roaming on it properly, and you should be fine. You should be very fine, as long as they don't continue to feed too much. That's just what we did this game. We started roaming, we neutralized the gold lead. Now we are having the gold lead. And with that, we're not only able to win the fights the way we are, we're also able to keep a lot of pressure on the side lanes. For example, right now, Quinn is down bot lane and split pushing while we're having a team fight in the mid mid lane. And well, Quinn realizes that, alright, I can come in and clean up here. So she just goes to her ultimate and she comes in, picking up almost the ace. Only Pantheon remains, but Pantheon can't really do anything to us alone. So we're taking this tower, we're pushing in a bit, but we decide that it's better to just leave. So that's what we're doing. Quinn is going down bot lane again, getting the ace here. But the enemy team respawns soon, so we're not getting this tower right now at least. And using this movement speed I've been talking about to keep, as I said, using the movement speed to keep up with the with the side lane pressure. That's another great way of using the movement speed. It's like a secondary teleport. You can be there. You can be with your team mid lane in the manner that they know that you can be there in 5 seconds would something break out. And you still have the ability to get away if someone tries to go for you. You have the ability to lure someone down bot lane and then suddenly be top lane. I mean, it's a great way to just play the enemy. You don't have to be a good player to really execute this well. All you have to do is knowing your limits, knowing your strengths, and play around those as much as physically possible. Well, there isn't really much for me to say more about this game. As I say, we're starting to throw a little bit, taking 2 more dragons. We're getting quite a few kills, which allows us to get an inhibitor, get Baron, and from the Baron we just push in and we're taking the victory. It's not really much more to see, considering the laning phase is over. And don't look at me, that ultimate never happened. It never happened, alright? Never happened. You never saw that. It didn't happen. But yeah, that's about the game. That's about what happens. We're just playing around these strengths. Unfortunately, we're getting caught off guard a lot this game, and that's why we're starting to. That's basically why we're starting to throw. And as I said earlier, unless I forget, there will be a link in the description to my twitch.tv. I will be linking the guide written by Sack Attack if it's still there. On movement speed Leona. I will be linking his YouTube channel. I won't link his twitch.tv since he's not streaming anymore. As it looks now, I won't be uploading very much videos. I haven't been uploading much. I'm not doing a lot of YouTube. I'm not here. I might be trying to get more active on YouTube, especially with me being unemployed. I need something to do with my life. If you could consider what I have a life. Mostly playing games and going to the job center and such. So not really much worth mentioning. But I might be doing some videos if we get some silly ideas. A while back I had this idea of a tilting sack support build, where you're going sack with Guardian Angel, Locket of the Iron Solari, Face of the Mountain. You know, just trying to be as annoying as possible as sack support. I might also be doing some guides on how to carry in bronze. The reason I want to do this is because I think that many of these better players out there, for example Foxdrop, he's one of he's I actually watch his videos a lot, Foxdrop lol, because I think he sometimes has some really good ideas. He has some really nice gameplay commentaries and really nice guides on how to play different champions. I really enjoy watching him for that reason. But something I've noticed is that they take bronze and silver, you know, low elo for granted. So they're just saying that you can carry easily by playing Amumu. You can play easily by playing Annie. You can easily carry, you know, the different. They just say which champions you should play. And to an extent, I agree that some champions is much better for low elo, but that shouldn't be your main focus. Especially when you're bronze, especially when you're hard struck in bronze, like I was last season. And I might be doing guides on what I did to improve, what I have done to achieve a 60+% win rate. So if that interests you, if you're hard stuck in bronze, you might want to subscribe, just in case I decide to release those videos. If you're up to see some bronze action live, then please feel free to come to my Twitch channel. And if you have questions, if you have something to say, anything, just come to my Twitch channel, see when I'm streaming. On my I think I have a link on my Twitch channel to my Discord channel if you want to hit me up with a question or something there. But if nothing of this interests you, then that's life. I'm Asakara. I'm so glad that you've been watching. And for some bronze tips and tricks, keep tuned to my channel. For some gameplay, keep tuned to my Twitch. Otherwise, Asakara signing out, and I hope this will support you to your new, hopefully higher division. And yeah, we can just watch this. It's more an hilarious attempt at a Baron. Remember, this is a 30-minute Baron. That's how much behind they are right now. They can't even Baron. But yeah, at this point, this is where we're ahead 5,000 gold. That lead will lower slightly, but we're going back up, and then we win the game. So nothing more for me to show. So signing out, have a good time, and I hope I'll see you around. I hope I'll see you around on my stream. If I don't, have a great time on the Rift, and have a great future.